Hey, want to know the secret to getting a girl to like you? It's not about being the hottest, richest, or smartest guy around. Nope, it's all about mastering yourself first. Most guys don't get this, but forget what you've heard about dating. It's not about flashy gifts or looking like a model. What really attracts girls is your emotional strength. Can you stay cool, collected, and confident? If not, all the pickup lines and confidence tricks in the world won't help you. In fact, they might even make things worse. If you've ever felt like girls don't notice you, it's probably because they see that you're not in control of yourself. But here's the good news. By embracing a few fundamental Stoic principles, you can cultivate an allure that draws her in effortlessly. This approach transcends conventional dating advice. It represents a profound strategy for accessing her affections, beginning with your own self-mastery. It is not about her desires or expectations, but rather about honing your mental resilience, emotional stability, and presence in the world, ultimately positioning yourself to succeed in this intricate dance of attraction. The stark reality is that many men have been misled regarding the factors that foster attraction in women. Societal norms often advocate for pursuing women through excessive gifts, flattery, or even more detrimentally, by adopting a facade that is not true to oneself. Consequently, confusion arises when she shows disinterest, becomes unresponsive, or when relationships falter. To be candid, this approach is fundamentally flawed. The prevailing notion that dating is a competitive endeavor aimed at securing her attention is misleading. In fact, the more one strives to win her over, the more one risks losing authenticity, a sentiment that women can intuitively detect. The effort to impress often results in emotional distance. It is imperative to shift from a mindset of pursuit to one of attraction, which can only be achieved through self-mastery. Consider this. When was the last time you felt entirely in command of your emotions, thoughts, and actions? If you are like many men, you may find yourself reacting to external stimuli, her moods, her words, rather than maintaining your own emotional equilibrium. However, what if I proposed that achieving mastery over your inner landscape and becoming emotionally resilient is the key not only to capturing her interest but also to sustaining it? This is not a mere tactic. It is a time-honored philosophy rooted in stoicism, which has endured for millennia. What distinguishes you in her perception is the realization that women are not interested in being pursued relentlessly. Rather, they seek to be captivated. A significant truth often overlooked is that the moment you cease your pursuit and abandon efforts to validate your worth, her feelings begin to shift. She becomes intrigued and curious, ultimately developing a desire for you. This transformation occurs because you are demonstrating qualities that the majority of men fail to exhibit: self-control. The essence of Stoicism serves as an invaluable asset that many are unaware they require. It transcends mere manipulation or strategic approaches. It involves evolving into a man who naturally attracts others, not through superficial actions or words, but through the authenticity of his character. Once you achieve this mastery, your perspective will shift dramatically. You will no longer be preoccupied with your next actions or attempts to impress. Instead, you will embody the kind of individual who inspires her to pursue you. Remarkably, this transformation is not as challenging as it may seem. Number 1. Call her by her first name. While it may appear straightforward, the act of mentioning her name in conversation holds significant power. This simple gesture can evoke profound feelings within her, fostering a sense of recognition, individuality, and importance. However, it is crucial to exercise restraint. Excessive use of her name can come across as insincere. Instead, employ this tactic judiciously, incorporating her name at pivotal moments, such as when offering a heartfelt compliment, thereby creating an atmosphere in which she feels as though she is the sole focus of your attention. Number 2. No body language. While it may seem elementary, this is a common area where many men falter. The human body is perpetually transmitting signals, often unconsciously. Behaviors such as fidgeting, shifting one's weight, or evading eye contact convey feelings of nervousness and self-doubt. If you lack confidence in yourself, it is unlikely that she will feel assured in your presence. Therefore, the initial step is to achieve a state of physical calmness. Stand upright, firmly position your feet, and relax your shoulders. The goal is to project an aura of composed confidence rather than tension. Eye contact plays a crucial role in this dynamic. Many men either shy away from making eye contact due to anxiety or excessively focus on it, which can be perceived as unsettling. The ideal approach is to find a middle ground. Maintain her gaze for a few seconds at a time, long enough to demonstrate your engagement, yet not so prolonged that it becomes awkward. Mastering this balance fosters a significant and impactful connection. Number 3. Compliment her in a way that makes her seem special. Many men tend to prioritize physical appearance due to its simplicity. However, to truly distinguish oneself, it is essential to appreciate her intellect, character, and the depth of her thoughts. When she shares a narrative about a subject that ignites her passion, it is crucial to engage actively rather than merely nodding in agreement. Expressing admiration for her enthusiasm, such as stating, "I admire your passion for this topic," it is uncommon to encounter someone who contemplates matters so profoundly, not only serves as a compliment but also conveys genuine attentiveness. This approach fosters a sense of being truly acknowledged, which is what she seeks. Women desire to feel unique, but not in a superficial manner. They yearn for recognition that transcends mere appearances. Unfortunately, many men overlook this need, often preoccupied with attempting to impress through humor or self-centered anecdotes. In contrast, your approach demonstrates a deeper understanding and appreciation of her individuality, setting you apart from the rest. Number 4. Be purposeful. Consider the last occasion when you entered a room. Did you hurry in, eyes cast downward, anxiously surveying your surroundings? If this resonates with you, rest assured that many individuals experience the same instinctive behavior, often without conscious awareness. However, it is essential to recognize that such hurried movements convey a lack of self-assurance. In contrast, individuals who embody a stoic demeanor tend to navigate their environment with a measured and intentional pace. Each movement is purposeful, reflecting a sense of control over their surroundings. This deliberate approach signifies confidence, suggesting that they are at ease in their chosen space. Observers, particularly women, are attuned to these nuances. They perceive the manner in which one carries themselves. When actions are executed with intention, they project an aura of strength and self-confidence, rendering the individual less susceptible to external distractions, which is undeniably appealing. The significance of subtle gestures should not be underestimated, as they can yield profound effects. It is a common misconception that winning someone's affection requires extravagant romantic displays. In reality, it is often the subtle, thoughtful actions that resonate most profoundly. This does not refer to traditional gifts such as flowers or chocolates, but rather to the meaningful ways in which one can demonstrate genuine attentiveness. For instance, if she has previously shared her admiration for a particular author, surprising her with a book from that author can be a powerful gesture. Alternatively, if she has confided in you about a personal struggle, reaching out to inquire about her progress can convey a deep level of care and engagement. Such small acts reveal that you are not only listening but also invested in her well-being. Furthermore, it is essential to move away from the notion that one must constantly entertain or amuse a partner. Many men mistakenly believe that keeping a woman entertained with humor and anecdotes is the key to her affection. However, the reality is that women often seek a partner who is attentive and present rather than a mere entertainer. By prioritizing active listening and being genuinely engaged in conversations, one can foster a deeper connection. Instead of striving to be the center of attention, focus on being the individual who is fully attentive, allowing for a more meaningful and authentic relationship to develop. Now, what should we do if things don't go according to plan? 1. The evening is not unfolding as anticipated. The dialogue may be stilted, or perhaps the restaurant has made an error with your meal. Many individuals might attempt to rectify the situation, striving to create an ideal experience. However, a stoic individual recognizes that perfection is not a necessity. He maintains a composed demeanor, remaining relaxed and unaffected by minor inconveniences. His understanding lies in the notion that the essence of the experience is determined by his response rather than the circumstances themselves. When she observes that you remain unfazed by trivial matters, it fosters a sense of comfort and ease in her presence. 2. When a woman begins to distance herself, it presents a significant challenge, often leading many men to falter. In such situations, a common reaction among men is to enter a state of anxiety, attempting to discern the reasons behind her withdrawal. However, this very response can exacerbate the situation, causing her to retreat even further. A composed man recognizes that he cannot dictate her behavior, rather, he can only manage his own reactions. Instead of pursuing her, he chooses to create distance, allowing her the necessary space. In this absence, she begins to perceive that he is not like other men who may exhibit desperation for her attention, which can ultimately prompt her to return. Although it may seem paradoxical, the principle holds true. Women are often attracted to men who exhibit independence and self-sufficiency. When a man demonstrates that he is not overly invested in the relationship and possesses a strong sense of self-worth, the relational dynamics shift significantly. In this scenario, the woman may find herself pursuing him instead. It is essential to remain authentic to oneself. Ultimately, the significance of these interactions diminishes if one is not genuine. The concept of authenticity should not be misconstrued as an excuse for laziness or a lack of ambition. It does not imply a refusal to evolve or enhance oneself. Rather, it involves accepting and embracing one's true identity, including imperfections, and consistently presenting that self in all circumstances. Instead of attempting to conform to an idealized version of what one believes a partner desires, individuals should focus on becoming the best iteration of themselves, trusting that the right partner will naturally be attracted to that authenticity. If this content was useful for you, like the video and share your comments with us. Subscribe to the channel so that we get more energy. See you soon.